Today we're talking about the S in our START plan, and that is setting small goals. Now, can you imagine, why would we want to set small goals? Well, we're not talking about just your overall goals. We're talking about setting smaller goals in trying to plan out your goals. So we're going to get started today. If you'll give me 5 to 8 minutes of your time, I'm going to give you some really simple steps to plan out your goals and your goal setting for the year. This is going to be an easy plan for you. Be sure to follow all the way through this video. I've got some great printables to share with you at the very end. It's going to be a way for you to plan out your goals for the year, so be sure to watch all the way to the end. Share what some of your goals are in the comments below so that we can all encourage each other. Welcome back to Harvesting Home, and I'm Jana Williamson. You will see I'm going to link here to our previous video where we really covered all of what the START plan is all about. And you can see here I've got a handout that you will be able to print off at the end of this video. This is the START plan, just a recap of it here. The very first thing that we're going to talk about today is the S, and that is set small goals. I just want to cover these really quick. The T is train your mind for the finish line. A is access available resources, or also acknowledge small victories. Both of those things are so important. R is replace bad habits, and T is today, don't delay. So this is a great handout that I've made available that you'll be able to print out. You can hang it up just as a great reminder. But today we're going to focus on the S, and that is set small goals. Now, the next one that I'm going to throw up here on the screen that you're going to have, that I'm going to give you to print off, is your yearly goals handout. This is so important because this is kind of your overview for the year. This is something that is really important to do, to kind of sit down, look at the different areas of your life that you want to, maybe some things, some goals that you want to set out, both personal, maybe it's something in your professional life, things that you really want to accomplish this year. Maybe it's some spiritual goals. Maybe you want to read through the Bible through this year. That's something that I try to do. Physical, maybe it's a physical goal that you want to do. Maybe it's something with your health. That's something that I'm going to share about also. Maybe it's something with your family, with your home. Maybe you've got a project that you want to work on. I've got several projects this year that I'm going to be working on in my home. And so these are all things, these are your big goals. These are the big yearly goals that you want to do. So you want to list all these in these boxes and begin to kind of flesh those out, see what those big goals are. And then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to begin to break those big goals down. Okay, fellow procrastinators, I need you to raise your hand. I am one of those that if I can't get it done, then a lot of times I don't even start. So by breaking these bigger goals down into smaller goals, a lot of times it's easier to see that I can get that small goal done and I can check it off and get it done, and then I can move on to the next one. And before you know it, you see that you've made progress towards that big goal. And you know, so many times those big goals don't get done because we get overwhelmed. And to find the time in today's world, we are so busy, and we just have so many times, we just have little blocks of time to get things done. So when you have a small project and a small goal, you can actually look at that list and you can say, hey, I have this small block of time, I have this small goal, I have this small project, I can get that done. And you know what? That's getting me a little bit closer to my big goal. So whether it's a project that you're working on, if it's a remodel, or if it's cleaning out a closet, and you can say in a small goal, I can clean this corner, I can clean this shelf, or whatever it might be. Maybe it's in a health journey, and I'm going to share, I've actually had several people ask me about sharing my health journey, and I'm going to do that in another video. I will link that and you can see and you can hear that story. I'm not going to do that in these videos, but I will share my health journey and you can watch that video. But you know, whatever that is, it's small steps. And when I was in my process of losing my weight and in my health journey, I had to set small goals, whether it was losing 2 pounds or whether it was that I was going to walk 2 miles today, or I was going to walk 2 times a day, and I was going to get up and I was going to walk that morning for 30 minutes and I was going to walk that night for 30 minutes, and I was going to accomplish it for that day, and I could check that off that I accomplished that goal. So I would set small goals, and you'll see later on we're going to talk about in the START plan that you celebrate those victories and those things that you do accomplish. And that's why setting those small goals is important, because when you accomplish those things, it's such a great feeling. And you know, celebrating those victories is really important towards getting towards the finish line and seeing that you are moving forward, and you're moving forward and you're moving forward because you're getting closer and closer to the finish line. So here we are. We've been doing our goal planning. We've got this goal planning worksheet right here before us, and we are setting our small goals. I want you to use this worksheet. I want you to kind of plan those things out. And I want you to move on this week. Maybe you just take one of these goals that you have from your previous, let's go back to this worksheet. In your yearly goals, take one of these boxes. I want you to plan out one of your goals, and I want you to begin this process. You don't have to do all of your goals. And we're going to make worksheets available for your children as well, so that you can do some of these things with your kids, because I think it's important to teach our kids these principles as well. Let's look back at this very first worksheet and the START plan. And we've got our very first letter with S, and we're setting small goals. And we are going to get ready for the T, which is train your mind for the finish line. That's our next video. Now I want to tell you to be sure to like this video and to subscribe to our channel so that you're notified when we upload our next video. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and our Instagram page. We'll be uploading all of this content. All of these worksheets that I've shared with you today are available for free at the Harvesting Home website at harvestinghome.com. We are excited to be a part of your journey as you get started on your goals this year. Let us know how we can support you. Thank you for joining us today and being a part of Harvesting Home.